Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm Mifi and in this video I'm going to introduce to you a new perfume house. It's actually a house that makes fragrances inspired of. These fragrances were sent to me by takeittoday.com. I usually leave their links in my description when I talk about our MAF fragrances because their website is legit. They deliver internationally. The fragrances are quite new, so I don't know if you will be able to find them anywhere else besides their website. In this video, I'm not going to randomly talk about each one of them. I will place them from my least favorite to my most favorite. So let's begin. Okay guys, so the name of the house, because I didn't mention it, is RiiFFS. So my least favorite fragrance from this haul would have to be a fragrance for the ladies, which is called Femme Bloom. The bottle is kind of tricky because when you take the cap off, you would have the impression that you will only take this piece off, this black piece off, but no, the whole thing comes off. But this is how it's supposed to work. The bottle works great. I mean, the sprayer, no problem. The fragrance itself is nice, it's okay. I mean, it's good quality, but it has rose in it and it's just a personal taste because I'm not really fond of rose. This one is basically a red and pink flower fragrance with a bit of a amber type of sweetness. So this one, if I have to compare it with more popular fragrances or fragrances that I have talked about in the past, this one I would say smells kind of similar to Estiara Delicious Doll. Okay, so the next one is another fragrance for the ladies, but this one comes so close to the end of the list, not because of the smell, because it smells rather nice. It's kind of a safe scent, the summer type of scent, fresh, a bit fruity, a bit of flowers. It's really pleasant, safe, a bit sexy, but its only problem is that the performance, it's not there. I mean, I can barely smell it after applying it. It doesn't project. The lasting power is there, but too close to the skin to be able to smell this quite pleasant fragrance, because after all, the quality is very good. To be honest, I was not able to find the more popular fragrance that smells similar to this one, or this one smelling similar to the popular fragrance. This kind of smells like a female version of Invictus by Paco Rabanne, so I would have to check Olympea, which is the female version of the Paco Rabanne Invictus version. The bottles don't usually resemble the popular fragrance they are trying to smell like, and I'm going to give you the proper example right away. So this one, guys, which comes next, is a clone of Dior Sauvage, and like I said, this bottle does look quite similar to the bottle of Dior Sauvage, but the other bottles don't really resemble the bottles of more popular fragrances. So like I said, this one smells rather close, very close to Dior Sauvage, which is kind of a linear fragrance but still has some depth to it. Dior Sauvage is a bit more complex, even for a synthetic fragrance. And this one has a lasting power of around 6 to 7 hours. Projection is pretty good. I mean, even Dior Sauvage has a monster projection. This one copies, it has like 50% of Dior Sauvage's projection, which is pretty good. Dior Sauvage is a monster. The next one is another one for the ladies. I mean, look at the bottle. It is clearly that this fragrance is for the ladies. It kind of looks really nice, doesn't it? I mean, it even has a little Tour Eiffel. It's called Majestic Rose. But in my opinion, this fragrance doesn't have much to do with rose, because if it had so much rose to be called Majestic Rose, it wouldn't have come at this place in this list. It would have been probably the last. No, but it comes at this place, even though it smells nice and it is the strongest female fragrance in the list, but it comes only now because it is yet another fragrance that smells very similar to La Vie est Belle by Lancôme. But the problem is that it's not a bad fragrance, it's just that everybody, every girl, almost every girl smells like this fragrance. It's like the Dior Sauvage of female fragrances. The next one is a fragrance for males. So guys, bear with me, there are still fragrances for you. This one is called Dominant Palom. This kind of looks like the bottle of diamonds from Armani, but it's not nearly as close to that one. This one, guys, is a very, very good clone to Invictus by Paco Rabanne. Great quality, great performance, great smelling fragrance overall. Fruity, fresh, sexy, just like Paco Rabanne's Invictus. The next one is not a fragrance for you guys. It's for you girls. I mean, look at the bottle. It's obvious. The cap again comes off. And this one is called Musk Maliki. And if you have watched my Amud haul of fragrances, I have presented in that haul a fragrance called Musk Maliki. It is basically the same thing. It is basically a white flower, musky, powdery fragrance. This one lasts around 6 hours and projects for about 1 hour. I don't know what's going on here. Either this is like a code name, Musk Maliki, for this type of fragrance, or either all of these houses are copying or cloning a more popular fragrance, or they just found the DNA for this type of fragrance and they are all using it. Okay guys, so if you have thought that this haul will not have a clone of Aventus, you were wrong. But if you have watched my Instagram account, you have probably seen me posting a picture of this fragrance and saying that it is a clone of Aventus. This one is called Masculine Leather. This one, guys, is a very, very good clone of the Smoky Badge Aventus. The opening is just fantastic. I would compare this more to AB Spirit by Lomani, AB Spirit Silver. It is more on the leather side, as it says here, so it's a bit more smoky, darker, masculine, but still great. It still keeps the Aventus DNA. This fantastic smells goes away too quick, man. I mean, this could easily replace Aventus if they would only make it last longer. This probably lasts a bit longer than AB Spirit Silver by Lomani, but not by much. Maybe it pushes 1 more hour. But overall, this is a fragrance which on my skin lasts around 4 to 5 hours. So that's why this fragrance is not number 1 in this list. Okay, so the next one is going to be the last fragrance for the ladies. And this should have been again higher in the list because wow, this one smells fantastic. For me, it smells like a cross between Chanel's Mademoiselle and Dior's Miss Dior. It has this sexy, youthful, playful smell, but again, the lasting power and the projection are not there. But I mean, take a look at the bottle. And by the way, the fragrance is called Bella Rouge. And even this idea with this pepper thing going on here, I mean, these little tiny balls look like pepper. It's very heavy. I mean, this is quality bottle here. Bella Rouge. Fantastic fragrance. If it only lasted more, this would have been probably number 2 in the list, because you will see why it cannot be number 1. Okay guys, so this is, if I would have made a top, this would have come as second. This is Café Noir. This one, again, cool looking bottle, but to be honest, I like to see my juice inside the bottle. A very fruity, soapy, fresh type of fragrance. It has nothing to do with the word cafe or noir. To my nose, smell like a brotherhood between 212 VIP men, which had that passion fruit, which I smell in this fragrance. In transition to the bottom nose, this also has hints of Paco Rabanne's Invictus. I am able to detect it, but while it dries down and it loses that 212 VIP kind of smell, it starts to smell like Azzaro Chrome Legend. But overall, I would have to say this is one of my favorites from this haul because it has the lasting power. This is an 8 hours plus type of fragrance. It has the projection, 2 hours, and it has the smell. This smells great. And guys, my most favorite from this house is a unisex fragrance. So it's neither for males or for females. Everyone could wear it, not babies, not for the younger crowd. This one is called Incense Gold. It's more of the Middle Eastern type of fragrance because this has a lot of incense. This has the burnt wood type of smell. It has oud, but in the background it's not that heavy wood, or at least not in the dry down, because in the beginning it has the sharp type of oud. So if that's not your thing, you might find it a bit offensive, but give it some time, not much. Give it 10 minutes and this will smell gorgeous, because if you have smelled Rugba by Latafa, this is how this fragrance smells in the dry down. A very sexy, sweet vanilla with oud and incense, which lasts for days, guys. I mean, if you spray this on your neck, it will get inside the clothing you're going to wear that day, and next time you're going to wear those clothes, it's going to come back on your neck and it's going to stay again for a couple of hours. Okay guys, so these were 10 fragrances from the house of RiiFFS. Okay, so the chopper is after me again. They're trying to get me, then trying to steal my fragrances. I have to get out of here.